Yeah, I mean, that's just it. I mean, it's always been this, but it's heightened now. And I don't know if they went out with a bang in their um, last hurrah, if you will, before it goes to 12 next year. We've been clamoring for 8, and they said, okay, let's go 8 plus 4. We'll go to 12.
Yep.
So is this the way they go out with a bang and keep their keep themselves on everybody's minds? But yeah, to go with a 13-0, and I understand Alabama won the SEC championship, but they were 8. They
Yes.
went from 8 to 4.
Yes.
So why? I mean, and the thing is, this whole CFP reveal show every Tuesday night. I was talking to somebody and they were asking me, "Well, what do you think about Ohio State dropping the 6?" This was 2 weeks ago. Like, this is a made-for-TV event.
Yes.
The only one that matters is December 3rd, and so this prior to today was just conversation and conjecture.
Yep.
Oh, what happens here? What happens there? They were going to do what they wanted to do anyway, and they did it. They never wanted Florida State. Florida State was in the top 4 from week 1. And all of a sudden, the last poll, after they finished 13-0, they dropped to 6.
Yeah.
Or they dropped to 5. Georgia being 6. And then Georgia from 1 to 6. 1 to 6. 29 games in a row they win. They lose by 3 in the SEC championship game. They drop to 6. That's interesting.
The games don't matter.
Exactly.
Clearly they don't matter. Alabama, and I know this, Bama fans, I know it. Alabama struggled. They needed a miracle. Well, I'm going to flip it around. They needed a brain cramp by Auburn on 4th and 30.
Yep.
To win that. Auburn.
Yep. Who lost the previous week to New Mexico State by like 30. Something crazy like that. Yeah.
At home.
At home.
So how good is the SEC?
Right. And
the ACC had a better record against power conferences than the SEC.
And Chris, that's been my argument the whole time with the SEC. The SEC is the most powerful conference in America. And they always talk about Alabama, Georgia. They always talk about LSU, maybe. But they never talk about Mississippi State or Vanderbilt.
Yep. And folks talk about, I saw people this evening talking about the dead weight in the Big 12. And every conference has dead weight.
Yes.
Every conference.
Yes.
Big 10, SEC, ACC, Big 12, Pac-12, now Pac-2, Pac-12. Yeah, they're gone now. But every conference has dead weight.
Yes.
And Brother Gibbs, you know what's going to happen soon to the dead weight?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be 1 or 2 super conferences where it's just Texas, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, and a few others. And then that dead weight, those fans from those quote unquote dead weight schools will be left out. How could you do this to us? We used to be a Power 5 school, and now
it's happening now. If you look at the New Year's Six bowls, 10 of the 12 teams announced in New Year's Six bowls today are from the Big 10 or SEC.
Yes.
10 of 12. So they're letting you know right now.
And the CFP did another. What the hell are they thinking? Liberty.
Yeah. Over SMU.
Undefeated Liberty. Okay. Liberty from Conference USA. Weak ass. We going in today, folks. So I may drop some words that you never heard me say before on this show. Weak ass non-conference schedule. The committee's supposed to look at the body of work like they do in basketball. But they picked them over SMU, who had a tougher non-conference schedule and in a better conference.
Yep.
Make it make sense, Willie Gibson. Make it make sense.
I'm gonna make it muddier because there are 133 Division I football teams, if I remember properly. And the numbers tell me that Liberty had the 133rd ranked schedule. The worst schedule in America.
Yes.
And they're in the New Year's Six Bowl against Oregon. And oh, by the way, Bo Nix said, yep, I'm playing. I bet he is. I bet he is playing against Liberty. Come on, man.
The hypocrisy of it all just it knows no bounds. And folks are mad at ESPN, and I don't know. Kirk Herbstreit said something today. I don't whatever. ESPN now is an SEC school, conference network, whatever. But I go back to what I said in the beginning. This is how the system was designed. And not enough folks way back when raised a stink about it. Hold up, wait a minute. 5 power conferences and just 4 spots?
Mm-hmm.
How's that going to work? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Well,
right.
Because I think until recently, you didn't even have to win your conference championship to be invited to the Invitational.
Yep.
And folks were like, because I go back to LSU in the mighty SEC.
You still don't. Ohio State didn't win the Big Ten last year.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Folks, if the games matter, what's the point of conference championships besides money grabs? That's all they are, money grabs. If you don't have to win it to get invited to the Invitational.